State hits the road for 6 games in 9 days.
This team knows that they're much better than a 6-5 team. The schedule makers against the Warriors, it feels like they have a vendetta. All the back-to-backs, the travel, this team has already been through the gauntlet. But this is a veteran group. They know that it's tough early in the season, but if they can withstand this, that's when you start to build your championship pedigree, the chemistry, the cohesion that they want for an entire season.
Gilgeous-Alexander drives, bucket's good, it's a blocking foul called on Curry. And this one's over. First of 4 in this series goes to Oklahoma City. And I don't even think the Thunder played their best game tonight. The Warriors had better get their A game going.
Draymond, do you feel like this team is still kind of figuring out their roles?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely still figuring out roles. But better do it fast.
No time to sulk. Warriors flew right after the game to San Antonio to take on the 8-2 Spurs, led by young French sensation Victor Wembanyama.
Butler pulls up, back to Curry. Relocation, triple, yes! Steph Curry with a 3-ball. 9:35 to go. Warriors play much better tonight than they did last. Curry off the pick, quick release, splash! Warriors get tired, take the lead. Curry with a dribble, step back, 3 off the dribble, got it! Golden State's on top. First leads into his 3-2. Stephen Curry putting on a show. Butler passes to Draymond, back to Butler in the corner. Draymond releases, goes up over court, and it scores inside. Draymond's first basket of the night, coming with just around 3 minutes to go, and it's a big one. Curry steps across the timeline with a second to spare. Butler unguarded, casually launches and buries a 3. Nobody was guarding Jimmy Butler. And that is that. A huge win for the Golden State Warriors. 125-120. Two teams will go head-to-head on Friday.
Steve, there were obviously a bunch of differences between last night and tonight. What did you think the biggest one was?
Just overall competitive spirit. I just felt like we were connected, and the guys were embarrassed last night. And in the 82-game season, you're just going to have spells, but the important thing is to rediscover your identity and your competitive spirit, and that's what I saw tonight.
This was a bounce-back game, of course, just to see the way we play and know that, we got to fight, dig, crawl, come up with 50-50 balls and, do all the little things, and that showed today, and I think that we got to build on this one and continue to do the little things, and, good things will happen for us.
These back-to-backs are interesting. Pretty rare that a team's able to win 2 in a row in these cases. And it does feel a little bit like a playoff series where you literally have the tape from the night before and you're able to just, prepare for the next night and you know the other team much better.
Hey, all night. We'll keep going all night.
The Warriors will try for the 2-game sweep in San Antonio tonight if they can find a way to limit Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama from the left fakes out Draymond, gets the block on the second effort.
Draymond and Wembanyama, what a battle that has been. Just crazy.
It's into Wembanyama with the trick hammer. Walks the rim, fouled on the play. Words after it.
Lead back up to 10. Curry, deep three, left sideline. Got it! Curry knocked it down. 41 for Curry tonight. He's tied Michael Jordan. Most 40-point games after the age of 30.
Wembanyama going to try a 3.
Curry draws 2. He's Payton above the break, left side, and it's good! GP2 has given the Warriors the lead. 101-100. How is this possible?
Green and Wembanyama. Good cut, good feet, and that's the result. What a pass by Green, and the cut there by Curry for 2. Green, another great feat. Butler, the dive for the 2.
Yeah, Jimmy! Come on! The rest of the game, no matter what happens, you ain't turning down any looks. Every time. Play your game, come on.
It's Fox. No! Pachemski. Golden State with the ball, down by 1. Curry, bump, fires, no, foul! With 6.4 to go.
The poise from Steph Curry, finding himself to the free throw line. The best free throw shooter in the history of the game.
7 of 7 tonight.
Come on!
And here he is to try to give the Warriors the lead. Automatic. Timeout. San Antonio.
Here comes Wembanyama across. They throw it to the backcourt. Fox there. Fox will dribble it up. Drifts to his left on GP2. Fox fades, fires. The shot's up. It's no good. It bounces away. The horn sounds. The Warriors have won!
We got Steph Curry on our team.
That's a good team they got over there. Took everything for us to get it done, but that's how you grind out a win when everything's going against you. So they're gonna love my numbers, but the whole team showed up. BP, Draymond, GP, Al, Jimmy, Mo, everybody stepped up. And you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I gave you everything. I gave you all my talent.
Great job, fellas. That was incredible. That was high-level competition. We just battled the whole game and stayed with it. Made some huge plays. You know, I hardly ever say anything about this guy because he just does it every night. But I feel like I might say something. Please. Okay. Actually, Dre, what would you? Let's have one of the rookies or one of the young guys say something. It looks like Will Richard. Let's show Will Richard here.
No. We got Jack. Jack, come on, talk to me.
Hey man. God just blessed Steph, man. I don't know.
Just up, 1, 2, 3.
Just up.
You mentioned the other night that you made like a slight mechanical tweak to your jump shot.
How are you able to make that a small tweak while you have to do so many things left-handed over the summer too because of your surgery as well?
Because I had to teach myself how to shoot with my left hand. So therefore I had to really go step by step onto what I do with my right hand. A lot of times you don't even really realize it's your muscle memory, but having to break it down like that really made me realize that, okay, when I shoot it flat, like it hitting the back of the rim, when I do a certain thing, it adds a little pop to it. So I just transferred that over to the right.
Rebound Butler, out to Curry. Curry finds Moody, above the break, left side, splash. And Butler to Moody, another three, same spot and same result. To Draymond, he attacks over to Moody. Right corner, three on the way, got another one! Moses Moody.
5 in half a quarter.
Pulls off a screen, takes a deep three and knocked down another one. Moses Moody cannot be denied right now. Moody catches, doesn't even look at the basket, and knocked it down, falling down in front of the Pelicans bench. Holy Moses! 7 threes with that first quarter for Moses Moody. Snaps off a bounce pass to Draymond, comes back and gets the ball, launches a three, and his 8th three of the night. Moses Moody behind the back, got it by Queen to Moody, who flies in for a two-hand jam and a timeout for the Pelicans. Moses Moody with a new career high of 32 points. Warriors get the win. They go to 9-6 and 3-1 on this road trip.
As you guys know, we got a couple Gators on our team, one of whom just won a national championship. The other of whom won 2 of them back in 1975, 76. So before we get to the scout, we got to celebrate our Gators today. So we got a special guest for you.
All right, man.
Will Richard obviously was an incredibly important part of our success so far. We were fortunate enough to make him our first recruit into our program when we got the job, and I think a lot of the great qualities you're seeing from Will so far earlier in the season is unselfishness, his willingness to put the team success over his individual success, were the same qualities he brought to our program that eventually led us to winning a national championship in his 3rd year with us. I really appreciate you guys and Coach Kerr for allowing us to come down and present this to our guy here. As you guys just saw, we beat Houston in the national championship, 65-63. Will was the MVP of that game for us. Had a huge defensive stop with 23 seconds to go that got us back the ball, allowed us to make some free throws and run out of there with a victory. We love you, man. We're grateful for you. And we just wanted to come down and bring you this national championship ring in person, bro. I think Will has great self-awareness. You know, he's a really intelligent young man and understands the opportunity that he has right now to be a part of an incredible organization, to play for a Hall of Fame head coach, to play next to a couple Hall of Famers as well. He understands it's his job right now to make them better and to make their lives easier. And I think he does that really well every night.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. I mean, won one of these in college. Looking forward to winning one here, so let's do it.
You know, to be able to come down and present the championship ring to him in front of his teammates here at the Warriors, it's just an incredible moment, one that we'll remember for a long time.
That's all right.
That's a 3-on-3. A spirited contest here in Orlando as the buzzer sounds.
Oh, the feed and the finish for Moody.
So the Warriors will finish this road trip 3-3, and they've completed this first 17 games of the year with 12 road games and 5 back-to-backs with an above 500 record. And they'll be home for a couple weeks, and a chance maybe to get well and pile up some wins. We have the 75 championship squad back in the house tonight, Rick Barry and crew.
The Golden State Warriors have just won the NBA championship.
Biggest finals upset in the history of major sports in the United States. I mean, we were a team that people said we'd be lucky to win 20 games.
Just playing here and the type of players that we played with, that was very special, and it still is to this day for me.
It was a special group of people who came together like a family, cared about one another, played the game the way it was.
Dub Nation, we are honored to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the 1974-75 Golden State Warriors NBA Championship Team.
Finds Curry, 7 on the clock. Got to make something happen here. Curry on Kamara, backs him up, takes the 3 off the dribble, and nails it right in front of the Portland bench.
Minute 50 left in a one-point game. Avdia driving, Avdia scoring.
He's getting right. Draymond got over there, but he's concentrating. Tic-tac-toe.
DP2 the lay-in.
Avdia with the dribble. Curry comes over, Payton, they double it. The ball goes to Kamara. Kamara has to retreat with the dribble. Finds Avdia, goes in, throws out Love for about 26 feet. Hits a 3 on the left sideline. Throws it back to Curry. Quick release on the way. No splash. Rebound, Avdia. Ball game over. The Warriors lose 127-123. And the Warriors go back to 500. 9 wins, 9 losses. The town jerseys are back, albeit they're brown tonight. The Oakland Oak Tree is back. Butler 2-on-1 Payton. Beautiful pass goes up over Markkanen and scores. Butler low right. Warriors are back in business. Far side pass to the right corner. Buddy Hield is there. The shot's up. The shot's good. With 4. Dribbles, backs up. Shoots a 3 from the right wing. Got it! Classic Curry. And the Warriors get a much-needed easy victory.
Welcome to Thanksgiving Eve. They've got the holiday spirit in the Bay Area. It's the Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, a rematch of last year's terrific first-round series. A sellout crowd at the Chase Center.
Curry looks like he might be limping a little bit. Runs him over. It's an offensive foul on Ahmed Thompson. He crashes into Curry. Curry's down. Thompson is down. And now the Warriors attack. Curry the other end. Goes in. Throws up a shot. No good. It's an offensive foul called on Curry. Curry gets up limping. That's not a good sign.
No, he took the worst of that.
The bad news for the Warriors is Curry looks like he's banged up.
Yeah.
And Curry during the timeout was wincing. Talked to Dr. Rick Celebrini. And he headed to the locker room, which will make this loss even more bitter.
Was fighting Dr. Rick Celebrini, trying to stay into the basketball game, but he walks off. And that's an unfortunate break for the Golden State Warriors, who are now without Steph, Al Horford, and Jonathan Kuminga. So hopefully Steph will be okay.
And welcoming back Kavan Looney, and 3-time champion, a decade in the Bay, really the soul of the team for so long. And here's the introduction and the welcome back of Kavan.
He's a three-time NBA champion. The anchor in the paint. A cornerstone of this dynasty. And a fan favorite. I need everyone in the building up on your feet. Let's welcome back the man in the middle, Kevon
Kuminga, great pass to Payton for a dunk. Butler banged him out of the way, but post over there to knock it away.
Pat Spencer will challenge him and float it right over him. Pat Spencer will challenge anyone.
The final score is 104-96. Handshakes and hugs abound. And certainly Kavan Looney will walk over wearing a Pelicans jersey and get a lot of love from the Dubs.
How does it feel to be official now?
It was good, man. It's a weird little break for me. First time in a long time I've just been watching NBA basketball and not been a part of it, so it's good to be back in the gym and be around the guys and kind of get the blood flowing again in practice. You walk into this locker room, it's a confident locker room. It's a bunch of veterans around. They know who they are as individuals and as a group. Coaching staff puts a lot of trust in the players and they kind of have their own culture, how they go about things. I watched from afar for the last 16 years, so I know how they do things, and I'm trying to come in and fit in and help any way I possibly can.
There is a Curry in uniform tonight. It is younger brother Seth.
Seth Curry has checked in for the first time as a Warrior this year. Right corner to Seth Curry. 2 seconds, 1 second, fadeaway jumper. Tough shot! His first bucket as a Dub.
Seth Curry in action for the first time tonight.
Okay. They swing it right to Seth Curry. Off the dribble, step back. Good! That's a 2. It's a 1-point game. By Seth Curry, quick release and splash! He's tied the game at 95. Seth Curry, welcome to the Warriors. A valiant effort by Golden State in the second half without Jimmy Butler, without Steph Curry. And the final score, Oklahoma City 124. The Warriors 112.
Melton will make his season debut today. There is no doubt in my mind that he's going to be a really positive player for this team.
Come on, brother Melton. Sunday school.
The Warriors are down by 14 to start the fourth, and you gotta say, they're giving themselves a chance. That's all you can ask in a night like tonight. Looping ahead to Hield, makes a great catch, inside hand, left side of the basket and scores. This is a 10-point game. Knocked away by Melton. Melton with a steal. He gets a breakaway layup. It's up and good. Golden State with the ball. Post gets off a down screen. Open three. Good! Question post buries the triple. And the Warriors are down by 5. Screen by Post. Spencer left alone. Takes a 3 wide open. Thank you very much, says Pat Spencer. Outside the post. Pump fake. Takes a dribble. Takes a 3. Good! It's a 1-point game. Post doesn't have an advantage, finds Richard. Back to Spencer, touch pass Post. Post looks to the cutter, Santos goes in and scores! He scored a driving layup! It's 93-92 Warriors, they lead by 1. Now to Buddy Hield, good pressure by Grimes. Hield floats it to Santos on the baseline. He spins with 1, goes up with a layup, he scores! With a shot clock buzzer going to 0. Guy Santos with ice water in his veins. Oh my goodness. Spencer keeps his head up with a dribble. Finds Santos. Gets it to post, mid-post, left side. Over to Spencer. 3-ball! Spencer nailed it! And he's really happy with himself, patting himself on the chest and says, look at me now. Spencer will throw it in. Screen across for Seth Curry. Can't get free. Nobody's getting open. Ball bounced in. It goes to Hield. Knocked away. Philly's got it, and they call it timeout. It's exactly what you couldn't have happened.
With Barlow, Grimes, and Maxey. And here's Tyrese Maxey. You got to go. At 5. At 4. Fading jumpers. An air ball tipped up and in. Tipped up and in with .9. The push ahead. Melton has that blocked.
Just a heartbreaker for the Warriors. Give Philadelphia credit. They sprinted back on defense, and Maxey got the block, and Philly gets the win. great effort, and I mean a great effort by Golden State.
The other night in Philly, that was a tough one. So it feels great to see the guys respond and come up with a big win against a great team.
How much growth have you seen from Pat Spencer as a playmaker, as a passer? I mean, he was diving people.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pick and roll threat. He just takes care of the ball. He just gets us into, really good offensive rhythm and gets guys shots and just creates really good possessions. Even when we don't score, the possessions feel good when he's out there.
Pat Spencer, he has absolutely, positively no fear.
We've seen the competitiveness. We've seen what a good player he is past couple of years, but he's really improved his jump shot. I just think the shot quality now that we're getting with him on the floor is way better than it was the last couple of years. And then I think the other thing is that his coach realized that Pat is that. I think that became clear.
Golden State will escape from Cleveland in the front end of this back-to-back. 99-94 the final. What a win in Chicago for Golden State. Had to fight right down to the wire against Cleveland. The Warriors get a resounding 123-90 win over Chicago.